Hello, my goblins, and welcome to the first of our one-shots. I'm going to be doing this just overall general opening scene instead of having to cut in between and stop and restart a bunch of times for the recordings. So you're going to see roughly edited 6 1-hour segments-ish, with a little bit of technical difficulties in the middle that made it a little hard to record. So there will be a slight missing section. But yeah, so this is an adventure, The Tomb of Tzentak, brought to you by Adventure Awaits Studios. Check them out, adventureawaitsstudios.com. They're absolutely amazing. If you enjoy this one shot, there's a ton of stuff that they do. They have a Kickstarter going on, and I love their adventures. Overall, it only takes the average DM about, I'd say, 6 hours of work to get all of this up on Roll20. It's pretty easy, it's pretty awesome, and it's fantastic. All right, enjoy the show, my goblins, and hopefully I get to run a one-shot for most of you next time. Bye. Hello, my goblins, and welcome to the first of our one-shots on stream from Adventure Awaits Studios. Totally go check them out, adventureawaitsstudios.com, because they are absolutely fantastic. I love their one-shots, and if you want to see a few more of them get played, just stick along. Every 2 weeks, you're going to be going through one of their one-shots and just having an absolute blast. And if you want a chance to play with me, then all you got to do is sign up on the Discord and tell me in the chat that you want to play. All right, so without further ado, we're going to get into the game itself and have a whole crap ton of fun, I think. I hope, at least. All right, so for everybody who's paying attention, we have myself. I am the GM guy. That's what I do. We have Nil, who is Mr. Richter, or Kyle, however he wants to call himself right now. Nil Laws.
Nil.
Yeah. Then we have Ash playing Ruxad the Exiled. The Exiled.
Exiled.
Yeah, I know. We have Anna playing Aya. And Mara playing Bahir. Aya also has an adorable camel named Phoenix. I don't think we'll be seeing too much of him, but he is awesome. They're awesome?
All right, love him.
Yeah. All right, so getting into the stuff and things of what's going on. So the 4 of you, and unfortunately it's just going to be the 4 of you for today. The 5th person had to back out because they're busy studying for their final exams coming up.
Well, shit.
Which, yeah, that is definitely a reasonable reason to be like, oh guys, I can't do this. All right, so to get started, the 4 of you are traveling across the wastes as part of a caravan. Now, the only way to cross the desert appropriately is with a caravan. You can't hold enough water or food or supplies on your own. The only caravan that you could find is actually headed to a small village called the Suni Magoi. Tiny little village of less than 300 people that is a trade stopping point along the way, because they do have access to a few oases in the area, which means plenty of fresh water and plenty of food to go around. Now, along the way, you're treated to stories of the ancient warlords, several of them, who once ruled over the southern sands. And one in particular, you hear of the warrior Tzentak, the warrior god, as he would put it, who conquered in his lifetime nearly the entirety of the desert itself. Along the way to this...
The great of the desert, I see.
Yeah. So, along the way, you encounter another caravan. This one, whereas yours carries necessities goods such as wood and stone and that kind of thing to be able to help build and stuff like that, this one carried spices, I should say, and silks, fabrics, that kind of thing. Not necessities, but more luxuries. And you hear from them, as you settle down for the evening, that the village of Suni Magois had some unusual happenings of late. About a day and a half to 2 days ago, they found a tomb. Just a tomb that was filled with gold. Although whoever took the gold was quickly cursed. They didn't know this, and they spread the gold amongst the village, so now the villagers are in peril. They're dying of dehydration in the midst of an oasis. And I will leave it there for you guys if you guys want to discuss what's going on. If you want to talk about what you want to do, it is the middle of the night, so you have time.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that every witch person we ever meet, when they die, they can manage to curse everything they have. I mean, don't they have like wills?
I mean, if you're a warrior god, maybe not.
I suppose God does sort of denote immortal, but they kind of fail at that a bit.
It's true.
I mean, like, it's all the better for anyone who would like to take this money and repurpose them themselves, you know? Why have a veil when you can just bury it somewhere that someone can find it?
It would put a lot of thieves out of business.
So we are in the village right now, right?
You're on the way to the village. You're about 12 hours away. So you could book it through the night if you wanted to, although you'd have to convince the caravan leader that it was worth it.
I mean, everyone needs food, everyone needs water. So going to the village might at least let us resupply and also to hear about that cursed gold.
Okay, so as you approach the caravan master to try and reason with him a little bit, I'll get you to go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Oh, dibs.
Who has a good persuasion?
Okay, if somebody wants to help Nil out, I will let him take that 23.
I will.
Okay, so... Holy crap, that persuasion check, though.
Naturally, I should do it with my -1 charisma.
All right. Oh, which reminds me, speaking of -1 charisma, I completely forgot to do a little bit of music there in the background. Forgot about it. So
I completely forgot to make all my checks in Roll20.
that's okay. It's okay. You'll be fine. So don't forget, look at your character sheets. If you need to make a check, just click the button. It's good to go. As you approach the caravan master, he's busy eating food and talking with another few people. He looks up at you and goes, "What?"
We should hurry on to the village. I mean, if they die, you lose customers. And a watering hole. And reputation.
And they have water.
How would I lose reputation if somebody died?
I badmouth you everywhere.
Can I do a perception check or any checks on this caravan guy to see how religious he is?
Yep, go ahead.
And which
Actually,
check?
Sorry, Anna. That would be a perception check. What was that, Mara?
No, nothing. I changed my mind.
Okay.
More of an insight check.
Like you can take a look at them entirely and see if they actually carry any jewelry that would donate. There's a word there. Denote. Thank you. Denote whether they were religious, and then an insight check would follow up to see how religious they are. So you can see that he is carrying around his chest and around his neck an ankh, and you can see that it's actually full gold filigree, like beautiful work. And then you would follow up with an insight check, Anna.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Oh, my rolls today.
He is very much religious. Yes.
He's very much religious. Okay. Yeah. So I would like to talk to him, and I would like to show him my holy symbol and says that I am a cleric of the Amun-Ra, and I saw the awful visions that are common disaster, and if we will not help our fellow villagers that we are traveling through that the curse, the gods will curse us as well.
Fair enough. Between the persuasion check from Nil and the religious intimidation coming from the cleric, he's like, okay. All right. We can get going. We can push through the night, I suppose. Now, all right, give me a second. He takes his time and he goes and wakes everybody up and tells them that they're leaving. And if they want to stay here, they can, but the rest of the caravan will go on without them. So,
thank you so much.
Yeah. Just save the castigation for later. I don't need any holy wrath coming down on me right now. So he gets everyone together. They start moving along. No one decides to be left behind. Unfortunately, not all of you have camels or horses to ride on. So everyone who doesn't have a mount, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god. It's D20, right?
If you click on your character sheet,
Or that.
so
I have advantage.
if you're actually in your character sheet, you can.
Somebody or right behind someone.
1 second
Yeah, I
here.
have a camel. I think someone can ride with me. I think.
Sorry, it looks like for some reason some of you have advantage perma toggled on. So I'll go through and fix that right now.
Can I try to persuade one of the people to let you ride behind them?
Absolutely. I mean, you have a +10. I'm pretty sure you're gonna do okay. All right.
People like me.
It's true they do. I don't know why.
Foolish,
Sorry.
right? All of them.
Yeah.
One person can go with me, I think, on my camel. If you're allowing this.
Okay. So Nil, yes, Nil, you should definitely ride with somebody. It's super easy for you to do. Your good cleric friend Aya, who you've adventured with before, just kind of holds at the hand expectantly to pull you up onto her camel. Ruxad and Mara, do either of you want to try the same thing? Try to persuade someone to let you ride on the camel too, ride on the wagon?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Okay, so-
Always better than just walking.
Yep. So I'll get you guys to go ahead and roll persuasion checks, or intimidation checks, or bluff checks, whatever you decide to try. Unfortunately, Mara, you just walk up to somebody and demand, "Hey, let me ride the wagon," and they take off without you.
Help action.
I would say yes. Go ahead. So Mara, you can roll again.
Okay.
Okay. They don't let you ride on the wagon, unfortunately. No, they just decide that, you'll slow us down too much. You're too slow. Ruxad, what are you gonna do?
I'll just walk. I'm fine.
Okay. So both Ruxad and Bahir, you're going to be treated to 1 level of exhaustion by the time you get to the village. The other 2, though, you're absolutely fine. I mean, you rode on a camel the entire way here. Didn't hurt you at all. So for those of us who don't know what exhaustion does, which is me included because I forget right now.
Let's give you a disadvantage.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks until you get that taken care of.
Hold on. You know what? Fuck you. I'll turn into a camel.
Wait. Oh, you can wild shape. Right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Don't worry, I just got this. Turn into a big green camel.
Green!
Can I ride? Can I ride? Please, I beg of you.
Yeah.
All right. So Ruxad, you're going to gain inspiration for that. And then I'll let you re-roll your constitution save, please.
So do I ride you just in one way, or do you need a payment, or?
I'm the best camel.
I think he's willing just to let you hop on there because that con save means he's golden. So no one arrives at the village with any sort of exhaustion whatsoever. All right. So as you come upon the village, it's kind of nestled in a valley along the trade road. At first, it appears to be absolutely abandoned. But as the caravan kind of rolls into view, you can see that a few of the sickly villagers emerge from their huts. One of them, potentially their leader, you think, approaches you. Now, he approaches the 2 camels, the 2, one obviously green camel, and as the most heavily armored people, most intimidating looking people in the caravan, and also people he's never seen before, he shuffles up. He has this walking stick that he's leaning heavily on. Hello, would you happen to be adventurers, or guardsmen, or something, please?
Definitely not guardsmen, but if you need help.
Oh, thank the gods. Please, you need to help my people. We're under a curse.
Kind
What
of curse.
curse?
We don't know. A few of our men were exploring near the oases and they found a rock slide must have happened and a tomb opened up. We found inside great mountains of gold. massive, and they decided to take it for themselves without consulting with some of us elders.
Understandable.
But when they brought the gold back and shared it amongst all the people, they're not greedy, I promise. Our people are not greedy. But they shared it amongst everybody else and paid for goods and services. Well, within a day, the gold had turned to dust. Within 2, everyone had been inflicted with this need for water. And regardless of how much we drink, we can't quench it. We're slowly dying. Then he kind of holds up a hand that's shaking a lot, and you can see that it's deeply furrowed, and he looks kind of sun-dried, pruned, and already half mummified. Please.
Can I do a medicine check to see how many days this person has to leave?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a medicine check. So this person seems to be in the throes of severe dehydration. They might have another 2 or 3 days left to live. 3 at the most.
Okay, so it's a curse. It's not a disease or some additional thing, right?
No, it's not contagious. Those of us who didn't touch the gold didn't get it.
And how many people are cursed right now?
About half the village. Of those, 20 of them, the first to actually take it, they've already died. Their bodies turned to dust.
Mm-hmm. And if the cursed person touches someone else, it does not spread. Only the ones that touch the gold, right?
Yes. Only the ones who touched the gold before. I promise you, if you can help us, if you can cure us, we'll give you anything, all of the wealth of this town, and as much as you can carry from the tomb. We'll show you where it is.
Well, if we will carry it out and it will turn to dust in 24 hours, it will not really help that. Okay. What do you have, though? What can you offer?
Well, I mean, we are a trading town. I can say there are 4 of you. 2,000 gold each.
And a camel.
And a camel.
And enough feed for the camel for a month?
Oh. Well, I was going to help you anyway. My god told me to help everybody who I see on my pilgrimage. So I would like to ask you to show us, if everybody on the same page with me, to show us the entrance to the tomb, I guess, so we can start going, because I don't think that you have a lot of time left until you will be, one with the desert.
Do we really know if going in there's going to help cure them? Can we just see if we can cure them first?
Can you?
There's half of the village, and if there's a curse, I don't really think that we will be able to help everybody.
Yeah, but if we know we can help anybody, then we'll be able to help ourselves if we wind up with this curse. So that's my concern. I really don't want to be dust.
No, I don't think any of us do. Can you cure curses? Can you remove them?
Yeah,
Please.
I do.
Can you try? My son first, please.
Okay, let's do this. Let's try.
Okay, so he takes you with him. He brings you to a small hut. Inside, well, it's larger than the other ones. Inside, it's actually fairly lavishly decorated. You can see that there's a nice little rug set down. The inside is made of better looking wood than the outside would, lead you to believe. And there's a man looks much older than the gentleman who talked to you. He says, "My son was one of the first. Please, he only has a day or so to live. Can you try?"
Sure.
I am walking in with her. I immediately scan the room. I see everything valuable. I know that they will be able to pay me good.
Yes, yeah, they definitely will.
But I want to try to help her. I wanted to give a help action, but can I in action, sleight of hands, can I just make a little, something up front while they're not looking?
You just you look around, you can see that it is lavishly decorated. There's religious iconography all over the place for various gods. There's probably about a dozen of them in here from different pantheons. Everything from
Definitely not for mine. Like, I do not think so.
no, but you do see scattered amongst this stuff. There are a few gold coins kind of about the place. There's a few nice necklaces. There's a whole lot of little tiny sacks that have writing on them that tell you that they're full of really exotic and expensive spices. So you can go for something. What do you want to go for?
Well, let's do spices. I mean, we will be in a tomb. I have few rations on me, but just eating something without a spice is not tasty at all.
Okay.
So I'll go for something little.
All right.
So sleight of hand.
Yep, sleight of hand check. Just you walk by, you try to grab something. So you walk past and you manage to palm a small bag of saffron. You put it in your pocket. And as you walk forward to offer the help action to Aya, you're going to try and do a remove curse, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead. And as you cast the remove curse, I'm going to double check to make sure it actually can remove this curse. Give me a second.
It says, at your touch, all curses affecting one creature
That's
or
true.
object ends.
But I will get you to roll a religion check.
Sure.
Okay, so as you touch the creature, or touch the old man as it looks, you can feel the dark, warped presence of a curse scattered over this person's body, and immediately you can feel it lift, except for a small seed left behind, and the person's body immediately begins to kind of de-wrinkle until it becomes a man who's about 20 years old or so. Looking rather attractive. He kind of sits up groggily and goes, "Oh, am I alive? That's
Seems
good.
so.
Thank you."
You're welcome. So this little bit that you said doesn't mean that within maybe sometime after some time he will be under the curse again. Is this what I'm sensing?
You get the feeling that the curse isn't gone forever, but you did throw it off for a while. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to turn to his father and I would like to tell him that I helped him for now, but we will need to do something more to remove the curse completely. And I do think that this something would be in the tomb.
I see. Well, boy, get up. Lead them. And I was just cursed, Father. Give me a moment. And he slowly gets to his feet, grabs a nearby water skin, and just completely drains it.
May
Yes?
I do make a perception check to see how healthy he is right now? Not regarding the curse, but just how healthy he is. How much is he ready to walk?
Go ahead and roll it would be a medicine check instead, just taking a quick look at him.
And I have -1 on this one.
Doesn't hurt to try. He actually looks remarkably healthy. As he's drinking the water, you can actually see his skin visibly filling out even more, so he looks really young at the moment. Like I said, probably mid-20s. He looks relatively athletic, and as he goes over and starts putting on clothing, you can see that he's not a man who's used to comfort, but more a man who's used to work and action. There's rough calluses on his hands and stuff. He's healthy. Well,
Okay, great.
Do you want to sell him or what? Why do you need to know this?
Because if he will be taken forever and 2 more days to lead us to the tomb, I want to get there. I would just lay hands on him and heal him a bit for him to lead us faster, but I don't think he needs it now.
Okay. So as he gets up and he grabs a decent walking stick, not because he needs to lean on or anything, because it's just more habit than anything for him. He's like, "All right, are you folks ready to leave now, or should I wait for you to spruce up or something?"
No time like
Actually,
present.
that walking stick of yours,
Mm-hmm.
do you have another one that I can borrow for a bit?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He kind of fumbles around in a little closeted section and pulls out another one that looks identical. Here.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
It will definitely happen at home.
Sure it will. Anyone else have anything to ask? I have no problems. We'll give what we can.
You guys don't by any chance have some non-cursed camels or horses to carry us there, right?
We have a few. Few enough that we probably won't be able to let you keep them unless...
Keep them, but just not walk there. It's hot out there.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. It's only about a 2-hour walk, so the camels should get us there in about half that.
It's not hot. The weather is perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Says the tiefling.
Free.
All right, well, and he leads you outside. He kind of goes around and talks to a few people. They see that he's okay. You can see like the hope kind of return to their eyes. But he does grab a few camels, and he brings 3 of them to the group and holds out their reins. You all know how to ride, right?
Let's just say I was used to living in a city, not riding camel. But I got here on a camel. I mean, I think I could do it again.
All right. Well, he hands you some of the reins, and everyone who does want to ride a camel, except for the person who has their own camel, go ahead and roll an animal handling check, please.
I'm reminding you that someone can ride with me.
13.
All right. So as you kind of go to the side of the camel, Nil, and you kind of try to hitch yourself up, it senses your unease with camels and dances around a little bit, but doesn't make it too hard for you to pop up onto it. And Mara, you're like an old veteran at this already. You hop up on the side. And then Ruxad, are you just going to transform again?
I'm still in camel form. I didn't change back yet.
Fair enough. Then he only brought 2 camels, not 3.
He was too busy spitting on people.
I'm trying
actually-
to feed him
Just trying to feed him like here.
with
Here.
a sugar, a little bit of sugar cube.
There's just this overly muscled, oddly green camel standing in the middle of town.
He's a good boy. He's a good little camel.
All right, to be fair,
On my camel, can I reach out and pet that green camel?
absolutely you can. You're getting pets and sugar cubes, Ruxad. It's a good life.
I'm kind of jealous.
Do you want a sugar cube as well?
I
Yeah,
can pet
yeah.
you. I mean, you stretch my back, I stretch yours.
I do a really good back scratch.
Okay, so as you guys get the camels together and the leader's son kind of hops onto his, it takes, like I said, about an hour to get through the desert. Now, I'm assuming all of you have the rings of fire resistance,
Yes.
except for Mara.
Part of my armor.
I'm
All right. So the desert is hot, but it's not so hot that you can't survive it. And you manage to end up along the stone path here. I think you guys can see that. And you see before you a great doorway flanked by 2 of these statues. Sorry. So a half-buried, winding cobblestone path leads up to the mountainside ahead. 2 small oases flank to either side of the path. To the left is the shattered cliffside where the villagers found their cursed gold. Ahead, 2 large, imposing statues guard a large stone door.
Okay.
Are the bodies actually there?
So, well,
Yes, those bodies are actually there.
yeah.
They've just been turning to dust, or
No, these ones look like they died from natural causes. Although they-
natural causes.
They look a little scorched and burnt, like maybe just a severe sunburn.
I will transform back to orcish form
Okay.
and go over to the bodies to do a medicine check to see how they died.
All right. So you walk up the stone path to the bodies, you take a quick look at them, and go ahead and perform a medicine check.
Nice.
These bodies definitely didn't die of natural causes. Taking a look, there are in each body 2 small circular burn marks, pretty much on the chest or on their backs, about 2 inches apart. So they were killed by some sort of fire.
Boy,
Oh,
these
boy,
here
killed.
Umis done got burnt up by some magics.
I mean,
That'd kill
they are
them, actually.
they're laying almost in front of those 2 statues, and you're saying there are 2 burn marks on each one.
Can we look around and see if there's a source where those might have been from?
But here's kind of observations. I will give one person an advantage on an investigation check to take a look around. Yeah.
Me, please. I
All
get
right.
+6.
All right.
Go for it.
Also, before stepping on anything, because I know how tombs work, I first try it with a stick, just in case there is like a pressing plate or anything they can trigger before I step on it with my boot.
Okay. So you are back here. You're looking around. You're checking for things. So when you want to roll investigation with advantage, what you're going to do is you're going to click the advantage button on your character sheet, like that. You can see I changed it, and then click investigation. Once you're done, just go back to normal.
I just did.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So you take a look around. You notice that the statues themselves, 2 large cats flanking the doorway. Each one has these weird sort of half-slitted eyes and the faint glint of something red behind those lids. You
Just
think?
as I thought, guys.
Yeah.
2 burn marks, 2 eyes. They are laying almost in front of those sphinxes. Something triggered them. They might be guarding this tomb.
Yeah. And like I said, the shattered cliffside, the kind of rock slide over here that opened up, is right here, away from the statues.
Do we still have the guy's son with us?
Yeah, he's standing very far back, but he's still there.
How'd you guys get
Have you
past this?
seen-
Shattered cliffside, or?
Yes, the people who actually went and discovered this, long may they rest in peace, said that the cliffside itself was how they entered, and they just found a tomb full of riches.
So here's the over here is the cursed gold.
Yeah, the tomb, yes.
And here is the actual entering.
Yes, so they thought, as I think, that perhaps the tomb itself has a separate entrance. Perhaps a side entrance.
Do we know how old are those bodies? Like, how long are they laying in there if we are still able to see the burn marks?
They were part of the original party.
Oh,
So,
have you seen how it happened?
no, I wasn't here. I was busy doing other things.
Have you heard how it happened?
Not over much. No, they said that when they stepped on the path, their friends were obliterated by rays of fire.
Okay, so nobody stands in front of these 2.
Can I do a perception check to see if there is any way to disarm the statues?
That would require an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Which I'm not really good at.
I'm a helper. Help action from me.
Okay, so Aya, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay, so taking a moment, you look around, you notice that there are rubies behind those like lidded eyes. If you could probably pry those out, maybe with a set of thieves' tools, you could definitely disarm this trap because you believe that the rubies are the source of the fire.
These tools, you say?
Mm-hmm.
It would be.
I tell everything to our what's your name?
By here?
What's your name?
Here. Haven't you heard of me?
Oh.
You know, I'm not really a legend, but I'm more like a whisper around my city. People know me.
Yeah, pity thief, I heard of you. Could you please do your thing?
I'll give you inspiration for that.
Could you please hide your snake tongue behind your lips while I'm trying to help everybody?
Yeah, show me how.
just keep quiet.
You know I will.
Man, that was manipulative.
Alright, so do I just click the Thieves tools on normal, or how do I do it?
It would be normal, yeah. It might not let you, depending on the silliness of this, but because you do have training in Thieves Tools... Oh no, it did work. Okay, perfect. You do not manage to actually disarm the trap. As you're going up and you're trying to pry them, you instead realize that you hit like the magic circuit that makes these things fire. So immediately you need to make a dexterity-based saving throw, please.
Also normal.
Also normal, yep.
Hold on. Okay.
I did.
Oh, sorry, no. You do not make saving throw. I actually make some attack throws. What's your AC?
13?
Sorry?
13?
13? Okay, you get blasted by one of the eyes as it begins to glow. You're going to be taking a total of 4 points after your resistance, so 4 points of fire damage as you get thrown back off of the stone statue onto the ground into the sand. The other ray just kind of fires straight ahead, missing you, but it would have hit you if you'd been where you were before.
Well, as I'm laying, I'm just saying it aloud, and that's because someone couldn't just keep quiet before I started walking. You broke my vibe.
But
Sure.
at least we know how it works. I'm gonna walk up to one of those statues and take out this gourd that I have on my hip and start pouring wax into my hand from the gourd and plug up the eye. Alchemist jug.
Alchemist jug would do it too, yeah. So you pour like this lukewarm wax into your hand, just smear it across the eyes, hoping that like at least it'll delay it a little bit so we can get past it. And you kind of like smear it until it's like really thick and caked on, and then kind of wipe your hands clean in the sand using this grit to get all this wax off.
But me on the big right, I just stand up, I dust myself off while I'm checking this out. I'm looking at the second statue. I mean, there's two of them. While he's
Yep.
smearing one of them, can I try to repeat the trick with the second one? My ego needs it.
Go
I'd
ahead.
like to give her a help action
Okay.
as well.
So go ahead and use your thieves' tools with advantage.
Alright.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. So yeah, you managed to pry both of those little eye rubies out. They do break as you're bringing them out, so they're just little crystal shards worth nothing. But you can see behind it just like this like darkness, and then you hear like a click, 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 click as the trap tries to go off and just can't.
Well, shots of rubies is better than fire on my hand, so I count as a win.
Yeah, that's
Can
fair.
we see her net 20? I'm so sorry that I'm interrupting. On her net 20, can he try and do disarm second one? It's net 20.
With a nat 20, I would say like 'cause they were targeting just this trap itself, it wouldn't disarm both. Also, the second one is fairly well disarmed at the moment with some wax.
Yeah, but also with my net 20, I could have just put out the whole ruby.
It's true, you could have, but extra money and all that. So you've disarmed at least one of the traps you're sure about. The second one has wax covering the eyes. You think they'll last at least a little while. What do you guys want to do?
Let's try to go
Okay.
inside, I think.
Can the
Well,
cat's heads do anything, or when we get past them, do they just only face forward?
As you kind of, are you going to try and like walk down the path towards the door, or are you going to like wait to see while everyone else does?
I'm gonna do a wide berth around the one that's disarmed, just away from the other one, just see if I walk towards the door if it starts turning his head or not.
It does not. No.
I think we're okay to just get to the door.
In that, I would just ask someone who wants to walk in front, or let me walk in front, the same walking stick trick. I do not want to press any blades while I'm on it. I want to try it first.
Okay. So you're volunteering to go first. I don't think anyone will complain about that.
Well, I'm asking, does anyone want to go first? I will just give you a stick. Or do you want me to go?
No, I have an idea for myself, so I don't think that I would be walking there.
I think you can walk right up to the thing now from the side, just to stay out of his line of sight, and you shouldn't have to worry about any pressure plates.
It's true. As long as you guys like take a path around, going very wide and coming around this way, you don't run into anything. So as you approach the door itself, all of you, or most of you at least, you can see that the massive door itself is a solid couple pieces of wood stacked on top of each other, bound together by giant stone bars. It looks intimidating and heavy.
I would like to cast. Just give me one quick second. I would like to cast find traps on this door, just to be sure.
Okay, so you take a moment to concentrate and you cast find traps, and you can sense the presence of traps around this area and around this area and definitely around this area as well. You don't know what they are, but you can sense those traps there, yeah.
Sure. And then after we know that there is a definitely trap there, I would like to use my wand of secrets
Nice.
to try and can I disarm the trap using the wand of secrets?
Okay.
One of the charges, secret door, or trap within 30 feet of you. One pulses and points. Oh, it's just showing me.
Yeah, it shows you. Yeah, it does the same thing as your find trap does, only this time it includes secret doors as well. So you kind of point your wand out, and the wand confirms that actually through the door is another trap.
Yeah, in this. Okay. I'll just use.
Okay, while we are here,
I'm just curious, why are we trying to go through the heavily locked and trapped door when there's a giant gaping hole in the side of the crypt, just 20 feet over to the side? I mean, I'm all for it, but I'm just curious what the reasoning is.
because that's where the cursed gold is. If you want to get cursed, you can go ahead. I would not step on a golden coin and become a fucking mummy in today.
Yeah, but we don't know if it's just the whole tomb or if it's what it is. We haven't even looked in there yet. Hey kid, what's inside there?
I don't know. I didn't go in myself. Just piles and piles of gold. He's about 50 feet back at this point.
Okay, so you're an orc. I think you can see in the dark. Why don't you go take a look?
Yep.
Go over here and take a look inside.
You do have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I do. 60 feet.
Okay, give me a sec here. You guys can see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see inside the room. So you can see stairs lead down to a small, dark chamber. Light from the outside filters in through the broken wall, illuminating the piles and piles of gold surrounding a man-sized sarcophagus.
I don't
And
like this.
And it's a dead end, right?
As far as you can see, yes.
As I can see.
I don't.
So there's-
Let's not.
Looks like it's just a room with shiny bits and a bone box. Ain't nothing else in there.
Yeah, cursed shiny bits.
And possibly a corpse. Because that box, it perfectly fits a man or a woman or anything. All I know is that this is a tomb in Egypt. And do you know what we like here in Egypt? Making corpses covered in bandages. I think that's what's in there. I don't like it.
Why would you cover a corpse in bandages? They're not going to get better.
Nil, I'll give you inspiration for that if you don't already have any.
I'm trying so hard to not starting rambling about the religious background of mummification and stuff. I'm like, let's return to the entrance and try to do something with the door? Shall
Well,
we?
they're doing-
Actually,
We'll cast a detect magic.
Mr. GM,
Look in here to see if there's any see if the curse is actually magical in order.
Okay, so you're going to come over here. You're going to cast Detect Magic and look into it. You are a human, right?
I'm a half elf.
Half elf. So you do have dark vision. You look into the place and you kind of scan around the area. How far can you see with your Detect Magic?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay, that does clear like the entirety of the tomb, I think. Yeah. So you take a look inside. You can see that there is very potent necromantic magic coming from the crypt, and there's very potent necromantic magic coming from all of the coins.
Okay, you guys are right. Let's go through the door.
Also, I just want to make sure. I really think there is a mummy in there. With my divine sense, would I be able to feel a mummy?
Your divine sense, as you're going to get up here, right near the entrance.
Yeah, I'm near the entrance. Like I can feel something celestial or a powerful evil. I do not know its name. I do not know who exactly it is.
Yeah.
What I can feel is the creature is there.
You feel a very powerful undead body nearby. Yes.
Oh yeah. Also, I just wanted to make sure those blue stuff on the very high, is that oasis? Is that water?
Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Like these?
Yeah.
Yep. There are two oases. One to the right and one to the left.
I have dust of dryness. I would like to make like 3 pallets of water, please.
Okay, done.
I have a question. Can I try and open the door using Mage Hand?
The heavy door here?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with Mage Hand, because it can only lift so much weight, it doesn't even budge.
Okay.
So, and we cannot do it with a stick.
No, it is extraordinarily heavy. The stick would break. What was that, Nil?
Someone's gonna have to try to disarm those traps in that door before we get it open.
I mean, like they are behind the door.
I think one's on the door.
Really?
With the wand of secrets, can I sense that it is behind the door or on the door?
Both.
Cool.
Oh, with my can I try to find the trap on the door and try to disarm it somehow?
Absolutely. So you walk up to the door itself with an investigation check with advantage because you know there is a trap there. Go ahead and roll.
Boom. Training.
Okay.
Not net.
No, not natural. No. You found the trap and you disarm it. You're not sure exactly what it did, but there was a small pressure plate, and you just kind of pushed stuff to the side.
So we have.
There would be one.
We have a trap behind the doors as well, and theoretically, if we will open the door, we can be blasted by something, right? Is that what you said when I was using the wand of secrets?
I did say the wand pointed to beyond the door, but you're not sure what it was.
Something is behind the door.
Yes, something is behind the door.
It's possibly that if we will open the door, something will happen, right?
That is entirely possible.
Well, if you can get it unlocked, we can just hook some rope up to it and pull it open.
We can try to. Is there like anything like handles that we can tie the rope on, and then like, for example, make our camels tug on it, or we ourselves tug on it?
Absolutely, yeah. No, there is a handle that you could probably attach ropes to pull it open, yeah.
Why don't we do that? If those will be arrows, we will be able to try to dodge them. And also, I have an alert feat, and I can't be surprised.
That's good.
Nice.
Okay, so that's what you guys are going to do. Nil and Bahir, you guys are going to hook up ropes to the handle and just kind of pull the thing open?
Whose rope
It's
will it be, guys?
It's still locked, right? Or is just the bars on it right now?
It doesn't. It didn't appear to ever be locked.
Oh, it's just the bars?
Yep.
Okay, above it, is there a place where I can set my climbing kit so I can use my block and tackle and lift those things off?
Wow.
Sorry, you may have misunderstood me. The bars are part of the door to keep it together.
Okay.
They're not like barring it.
They're not actual bars. Okay, yeah,
No.
we'll just hook up and we'll try to break them then.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second, folks. This is just annoying me now.
What's going on?
The
Weird.
the beard thing. Yeah, it started pulling. So. Okay. So you can go ahead and do that with a climbing check, please. That works perfectly. So you manage to actually get your way up. You hammer in the block and tackle, making sure that it's secured very, very well, and then kind of hop down again. You guys can thread the rope through, and you can get your camels to pull, or you guys can pull. What's the choice?
We do both?
We can do both.
Absolutely. How long is your rope? 50 feet?
Yeah.
I've got a couple of
But
50
we
feet
can,
ropes.
if someone else will give a rope, we can like tie 2 ropes together, make it 100.
Yeah, I've got a couple. I've got a hemp and a silk.
Alright.
I have one 50 feet rope, so.
Okay, so as you grab the ropes themselves and you begin tugging on them, you can see the door begins to open up, and there's a sudden gush of this noxious green cloud that quickly dissipates in the open air. Seeing as nobody is close enough for it to poison them, I think you're good.
Awesome.
Nice.
Just too much bad gas.
Got my block and tackle back and put it
Yeah.
back in my pouch or my backpack.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just make the same stick trick. I mean, like, I know there are no more pressure plates until the door, so I walk there normally, but further,
Because can everybody see in the
better
dark?
check out.
No,
I can, and I
I have
And-
light. I have light as a cantrip, so I can. I'm touching my holy symbol, casting light, and it will produce the additional light in the radius of how much?
You'll be able to see 60 feet pretty easily, yeah.
60 feet, yeah.
I have a dark vision, and I do not walk past this first.
First, past the
These
entrance.
guys, not the entrance, but there are 2 guys. Actually, 6 guys. I do not walk past the first pair.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
So, the hallway here contains 6 large statues of Desert Warrior, each holding a sconce with bright blue flames in the inside. At the far end of the room, a large, ornate door stands kind of imposingly. So there's a big door right here. Oop, oop,
In the very end here.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I would like to make an investigation check. I don't like these guys on the front. I would like to take a closer look.
All right, go ahead.
Normal and
So taking a look at the statues, you can see that they are all slightly different warriors. Some of them have scars in different places. One of them is missing an eye, but all of them are wearing the same armor, the same kind of sconce in front of them with those bright blue flames. And none of them appear to be trapped. Like the first 2, neither of them appear to be trapped at all.
Mhm. Mm.
First 2 are not trapped, or like the whole pathway is not trapped.
As far as she can tell, because she was only investigating the first 2, that neither one of them is trapped. Or he was only investigating the first 2, sorry.
Papa's fine. I don't care. I'm me. I'm cool.
And in the end of the hall, there's a door as well, right?
There is a door, yep.
Okay. I mean, let's go to investigate the door, I guess.
By the guys, I mean like, as far as I remember, in previous time there were no traps, but I triggered some magic, which made me burn my wonderful cape a bit. So can someone like do some select sense magic, guys? I'm not really good with it.
Give me 10 minutes.
Because
I
I
can look
really
it up.
don't like
Okay,
I don't like these guys.
all right, so Nil has proposed if you guys want to wait 10 minutes, he can cast another Detect Magic. It's only 10 minutes.
No complaint. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yes,
One
do
more.
it.
So you sit down at the kind of the entrance to the tomb, and you wait, taking the 10 minutes to slowly go through the ritual. And as your eyes open up, still like now aglow with that energy sense, you detect relative to your level, potent conjuration magic around each of the sconces.
What does conjuration do?
It summons.
Alright, don't touch those guys.
It either summons or it teleports.
Definitely do not touch those guys.
Oh, and here, on that door, is potentially the most potent abjuration magic you have ever seen.
Lots of magic in here.
Lots and lots.
Cool. Can we do an investigation check or a perception check on the door?
You can totally do a perception check, yes.
I'm giving a help action.
With advantage.
With advantage. 22 perception.
Okay. Following along with Nil's kind of discovery that there's very potent magic here, you stop a few feet short of the door to see it covered in just out of the corner of your eye, you can see a faint prismatic sheen to it, like it ripples through a bunch of colors. When you look on it straight on, you can't see that, but otherwise you can just out of the corner of your eye, you can see a very weird looking layer right in front of the door, almost like a shield.
Do I see anything around the door, on the walls, something like that? If I can, for example...
Looking around, you see nothing extra, nothing to tell you what the shield is, no.
Mm-hmm. Do anybody have identify spell or something like that?
I don't.
Trying Arcana at it, I suppose.
Arcana would give you a hint as to what it does, but it wouldn't tell you exactly what it does, and you could always be wrong.
It's better than nothing, I think.
I mean, I have Identify, but it takes 100 gold piece pearl each time you use it.
The pearl doesn't actually... It's not used up in the spell.
Well, then, yeah, I can cast one. If you give me 10 minutes, I'll do it as a ritual.
Fair.
Sure.
I mean, that's okay. While we are waiting, I'm just looking at the statues. I really like their armor. I'm not touching.
Not touching them? Okay.
No.
So.
No. I did not ask someone to cast detect magic for nothing.
All right, that's fair. So you're taking a look, and you can actually see the armor itself doesn't look like it was sculpted per se, but more like these were turned to stone afterwards, because the armor is so perfectly crafted, and it looks like it's still reasonably in motion. It's a beautiful, beautiful set of statues. Now you're choosing one object, so you go close enough to the door that you can kind of feel the magic kind of buzzing around it, and you learn that it is an extraordinarily potent wall of force.
Mm-hmm.
Does the identify shows how we can remove this force?
It does not, no. It does tell you that the wall of force is being created by another item somewhere on the other side of the door.
On the other side of the door.
Yep.
How do we get there?
And the stones can teleport us somewhere, right?
Yeah, the sconces can, yeah. The little flames that they're
Either
holding.
summon something or teleport us.
So, I have a really interesting idea. I have a slippers of spider climbing, so if it will teleport me somewhere, I can technically, be safe if it's trap or something, like endless speed or something. I can sort of Spider-Man myself to the wall, and I'm saying this as Anna, not as Aya. And but if it will summon somebody here or something here, I think we will need to fight it. So there is a chance that it can summon us somewhere, maybe behind the door, that we can then dispel this force field.
By the way, does anybody have dispel?
No.
Damn. So we will need to touch one of these bad boys. I'm really good at climbing, so if it will be any kind of a pit, I think I will be able to climb out of there if I won't get, I don't know, killed before it.
So what are we thinking, guys? What are we doing?
Unless someone can dispel it some way from here or break the wall next to the door, that's also an option.
With a wall of force on it? Probably not.
I mean, not the door, wall next to the door. They always, as a burglar, I can tell you, people love to protect their doors. They put all kind of locks on there. They always forget the wall right next to the door.
And ordinarily, it'd be
Which
all
is
over that
literally
door, the mountain.
Yeah, it is built into a mountain, so there'd be a lot of rock between you and the next room.
Okay, that's an argument.
Oh, to the hell with this! I touched the stone.
You're gonna touch the like one of these guys?
Hold on, I'm a cleric. I can't do that.
So you walk over and you just tap.
I want to do stupid because I don't see any other way for us to go to the the other side.
So while Bahir and Nil are arguing, hey, we should go through the wall. No, we shouldn't. This is a mountain. You walk up and you just touch one of the sconces. And for you, you immediately feel this like kind of white-ish tingly feeling all over your body. And you disappear from vision for everybody else. And you reappear right here. And as you're kind of pushed onto the ground itself, you come to. The kind of white fuzzy feeling behind your eyes slowly dissipates. You begin to hear hissing noises all around you. So this room contains a large 15 by 15 foot pit that goes down about 10 feet. At the bottom of the pit are swarms of snakes and the corpses, and lots of corpses, of their former victims. A ladder kind of leans against one side of the pit, and above it, you can see a small corridor right here leading away from the room.
Can I cast a message and ask her, are you alive?
Yep, she would be able to answer,
immediately, I would like immediately use my slippers of Spider-Man and stick myself to the wall where snakes cannot bite me.
Okay, so I guess you roll initiative because they do get a turn as well.
Cool.
By the way, I just wanted to ask something. On my character sheet, I have initiative 1, but actually alert gives me +5 more, and I was unable to edit it in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, give me one sec.
Oh, baby!
Oh, baby!
Which gives me absolutely nothing.
Boy, where'd the Naomi go?
There you go.
I'm fine. There's a pit with the snakes, and there's...
Message.
Do I see the corridor?
Message doesn't give you that enough. The message wouldn't give you enough words to speak back and forth. Like, you could cast it once, and then I'll actually read out the description of it for you. So it actually has to be. You wouldn't actually be able to use message at all, good sir, because you need to be able to point towards the person.
Unless you're familiar with them. Although I think
no, that's true. If you're familiar with the target and know it beyond it. 1 foot of stone means that it would actually block the spell. And taking a look at the map, you would not be able to cast message at all, so you would not know where she went. Sorry.
Well, fuck to this. My god says I have to rob this fucking tomb.
That's fair.
I touched the same statue.
Okay, but it's going to be a little bit first. They're going to have their 1 round of initiative. So, Aya, you rolled a nat 20 on your initiative.
Yes.
Plus your initiative of 0. All right.
Yeah, I do not have a...
Normally that's absolutely amazing, but the snakes also rolled a nat 20 on their initiative. So give me a second to bring up their stats. Okay. So, as these swarms kind of like come towards you, you getting to your feet and freaking out, there's so many of them around you, they're going to try and attack you. What's your AC?
My AC is 17, but hold on 1 second.
Yes.
I do have a Warden Flare. I can interpose Divine Light between myself and an attacking enemy, and when I'm attacked by a creature within 30 feet of me that I can see them, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare for the attacker before it hit or misses.
Okay, so that's a reactionary spell you can cast?
Yes. That's a reaction. That's a light domain, first level.
Okay, just taking a look. You can use it a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. Okay, so you're going to use it to blind one of the swarms coming at you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you blind the first one coming at you. You can see that there are a few more swarms as well. Do you want to keep using it?
Net 20?
No. The swarms all go in the same initiative. Yes. Okay. So swarm number 2 is going to swing at you, and as it kind of tries to chomp and bite at you, you skitter away, your feet moving quick enough to avoid their bites. And the same thing with the third. The third swarm comes in from the northern side and tries to get at you as well. And you manage to dance around the first 3 swarms, absolutely no problem, but the last one does get a good bite in on you.
Charming.
Oh, how do we place our guys there?
Oh, you just click and drag them.
How do I place him there?
So, you would go to your
On the name.
get character sheet, click on the name, and then just drag him out there. Like that. You can control him.
Oh.
So, Aya, you are currently right here.
Nice.
Okay. So as the snakes kind of snap and bite and hiss, you're going to be taking a little bit of piercing damage and making a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, sorry. I rolled with advantage.
That's fine. You'd have to take the 9, unfortunately. So you're going to take 3 points of piercing damage and 17 points of poison damage.
Okay.
All right, then it's your turn.
Alright, just give me 1 quick second. There's 4 swarms, right?
There are 4 swarms, yep.
Okay, first thing that I would like to do, I would like to climb on the wall.
All right.
So I would like to be outside the... Will they have the opportunity attack on me?
You're pretty sure they would, yes.
Fuck.
So you can take the disengage action and just run up the wall if you'd like.
It's taken... Okay. Da-da. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow with this.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I would like to disengage from the pit.
Okay. And with you have 30 feet of movement, you could easily go 5 and then be 15 straight up, and then another 5. So for 25 feet of movement, you can get right here, just right off the side.
Okay, so disengage, is it disengage a bonus action?
No, disengage for
No,
you
it's
would
a
be an
full
action.
action.
Yeah, it would be an action.
It's just a full action, right?
Yeah, just one action.
Okay, sure. I'll disengage over here.
All right, so you still have 5 feet of movement left, and a bonus action if you'd like.
The bonus action. I do not really think that I have anything to do with the bonus action, no.
Okay.
Not really.
So you just stand at the top there looking at the hissing pit of vipers that are just moving around trying to snap at you.
Can I use... I'm so sorry that I'm interrupting you.
That's okay.
Can I use the... Just one quick second. I would like to check my items right now. And right now I'm poisoned, right?
You took poison damage. You are not poisoned. You just took some
I'm
poison
not
damage. Yeah.
Okay. Can I use the cantrip as a bonus action?
It depends on the cantrip. Which cantrip?
I would like to or not a cantrip. What do I have?
Who is that fella at the door?
I just don't remember what I have as a bonus action. I remember I have something. I just would like to heal myself a little bit because 24 damage was unexpected.
Well, I'll let you.
How much HP you have?
Currently I'm at 26, but I do have a couple of healing. I have a healing pod. I have a ointment.
So
I have.
to use an item would take one action to do.
It's an action. Okay,
Yeah.
then I do nothing.
All right. So then we'll. So the next one to react was actually Bahir, who just runs up and touches the sconce as well, and just poof, bop, ends up in the middle of this massive pit of snakes. Now, Nil or Ruxzod, are either of you going to touch the sconce as well, or are you just going to let them disappear?
Wait,
I will summon up my sword.
So, one at a time. Nil?
Summon up my sword and then go touch it.
Okay. So we'll put you on this initiative as well. You just bop literally pretty much on top of them. And then Ruxzod?
I don't know what to do. Kind of shrug and touch the statue.
Okay. So, I will get Nil and Ruxzod to both roll either acrobatics or dex saves, up to you. Okay, so acrobatics or dex save, not athletics.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're the same either way.
Oh, fair.
How does Neil look like?
Like a toast.
We
Sometimes.
have a walking toast on a party.
Yeah. Nil, do you have a description of yourself at the moment?
I'm an elven warrior. Did it not show up with the actual picture? Give me the original icon because I uploaded one. But I'm a half-elf warrior, or a cloak. Don't appear to be wearing any armor. Have a large shield and a sword that appears out of nowhere.
Excellent. So, Nil and Ruxzod, you both kind of poof over top of Bahir, who's just looking around at the moment. And Bahir, you get no notice, no warning, as suddenly two big people just drop on you.
It's
true.
Be surprised.
That's fair, but you're still going to take a little bit of damage. So, Nil, you're going to take 1 point of damage. Ruxad, you're going to take 3, and but here you're going to take 4 points of damage as both of them just pop out of nowhere and drop on you.
Oh, I cannot even make anything like an acrobatics check.
I would say you can
Like
make an
that.
acrobatics or dex save to try and reduce it. Yeah.
Uh, Damage who?
You take half damage. Take 2 points of damage instead of 4.
Better than nothing.
All right. Okay. So we have a bunch of people in the midst of combat. So I'll get everyone who just kind of jumped in on the combat to go ahead and roll. Okay, between Aya and Nil, who wants to go first?